that was a tough match. What do you think was missing out there today?
Yeah, in important moments, I was not good enough, and he was a little bit better than me. So kind of feels strange because 4-4 is considered an easy score. But I felt like I had a couple of opportunities, got maybe a little bit unlucky. He played one unreal game in first set on my serve, and second set I played a bad game on my serve. So honestly, tough to say much, but looking forward for tomorrow. No other way.
Daniil, you had nothing much to play for. How about changing the system like it is in Laver Cup? First match counts for 1 point, second match for 2, third match for 3. So even the replacement player would have a chance if he comes in at the second match.
Yeah, I mean, tough to say. I would think more about something like last match at the same time. But for tournament, for tickets and stuff, not easy. And like this, they would have to have a second arena. Some players would not be happy to play last match in the other arena and then come back to center. So tricky situation, but I think this format was here maybe, was it since the start the same? So I think it happens sometimes, but to be honest, I had a lot to play. You know, after the match 2 days ago, I said, oh good, I'm from the first place, but that was not the case. So I had a lot to play. And I think I tried my best, but as I say, you know, when you don't see from TV, I don't know how it looked from TV, but inside of me, I felt like I played a good match, actually much better than against Sasha in terms of my level. But I lost, and pretty easy in a way. So tough to say for me anything, to be honest, at this moment.
Hi Daniil, Simone Eterno, Eurosport. So it's going to be Yannick, semi-final. Last 2 match in Beijing, he beat you like with a type of match. A lot of coming to the net, serve and volley. In Vienna, he did something different. What are you going to expect from him? What are you going to be your strategies? What you can say?
Well, first of all, at this moment, he's in top form. I mean, this result prove it. So he can do everything, as you say, you know, he can do serve and volley, but at the same time, he can stay at the baseline and be very good. Some drop shots, some slice, some down the line cross. He can do every shot, and that's why he's a top player. I felt like in Vienna, I made a good response to what he did in Beijing, but I still lost. So I need to be even better, to respond better to his shots. I mean, here he played unbelievable, but he still lost 2 sets. So that's what I'm gonna, you know, try to aim for. Try to play like guys who won the set from him, and I need to definitely be at my absolute best and better than today, tomorrow.
Hey, Daniil. You had spoken in New York about when you play Carlos, you have to play like an 11 or a 12. And is that what you were still thinking coming into this match? Because Carlos has been a little shaky the last couple of months. And sort of, what was your mindset going in, and what is your view of Carlos in the last couple of months, given he had a 3-match losing streak?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, definitely, the last couple of months were a little bit tougher for him. He lost more matches than before, sometimes to maybe lower-ranked opponents than before. But as I said, when I watched against Rublev, the beginning was tough, and then he was playing good. And against me, same. There were things I could have done better, and again, these important moments. But there were some points where he was playing very good, and I didn't play 11 out of 10 today. I would give myself 8.5, which is a pretty good score, but it's not enough to beat Carlos. And the mindset was the same, because as I said, coming into this match, you don't want to lose a match before playing semis. It's not the best feeling to lose a match. Your body reacts differently, so now I have to kind of regroup myself for tomorrow. So for sure, I would love to win this match, but it didn't happen. So now I have to forget it very fast and try to focus only on tomorrow.
You sort of answered my question. But knowing that you're into the semi-finals, does that provide you with a little bit more comfort, and maybe the loss is not as devastating as it would be at a regular tournament?
The thing is that energy, when you know you're into something already happened and you have one match more to play is not the same. But it's not, at least me, for the moment, there are sometimes parts of tennis where I don't control the energy around myself, and I try to do my best to control it as much as I can. And so by saying this, for example, 2 times I was even in a worse situation. In a different situation, I won 2 matches and was sure from the first place. I still won the 2 matches, but the energy that you play with is not easy to explain. Because, for example, I mean, probably, I don't know, you don't want to dive and hurt your knee when I never dive. So a little bit stupid example, but that's what I'm talking about. So at this moment, the only thing that is left, I have a match quite soon, you know, less than 24 hours. I play tomorrow at 2:30. So I have to only, after I leave this room, start thinking, okay, how do I beat Yannick tomorrow? Because I for sure feel bad for Sasha, you know, he was looking forward to tonight's match. But yeah, I was one time in this situation. I think Rafa beat Stefanos, and I was playing Sasha. And if Stefanos beat Rafa, I could still be hoping to beat Sasha in 2 sets, long story. But Stefanos lost, so I went into the match. I was a little bit like, well, I don't really have much energy. So yeah, I tried my best, but need to do better tomorrow.
Yes, I have a double question. First of all, looks like you are not the age of Djokovic, but looks like a new generation against old generation, almost. What do you think about this? If you are excited, and which is the biggest difference between someone like you and this young players? And second one, looks like a lot of people were attacking you more going to the net. What you can do in next evolution of your game, because you do a lot of things, you work a lot, we can see. What you can do to block a little bit this nice perspective they have?
Yeah, so first of all, about guys coming to the net. First of all, those who do it, because I think it's a kind of good tactic against me, but you have to be good at the net. Because, so for example, Sasha, I mean, for me, he's a very good player at the net, but, you know, Carlos was able today to do some like sliding volleys, which is, maybe there are 2-3 players in the world that can do it. And so Sasha was going to the net a lot, but I passed him a lot. So I know how to do passing shots, and I will work it even more, because maybe more guys will come to the net. But to beat me, just to come to the net, not enough. I will pass, and you have to be really good at the net. So if guys continue to do it, and I really see I struggle, I'm going to find a way. For the moment, I don't see this. Yes, some guys can do it. Yes, sometimes I succeed, but sometimes I lose also. Carlos against me in US Open was going to the net, I think 50 times, and he lost the match. So same with O'Connell, for example. So that's the first part. And second part, for sure, right now we have, for sure we can call them next gen. I mean, they're already here, but they're still super young. Yannick, Holger, and Carlos, probably at this moment at the top, then for sure. Ben Shelton, Arthur Fils, guys like this, they can also come there. I think because they're at the top, there is not much difference between me, even Novak, and them. The difference is that Novak has 24 Grand Slam, but when they play one-on-one, as we saw, he can lose. So there is not much different. If I compare it to myself, the difference is that I started playing top tennis maybe at 23, I think I was, when it was 2019. They started doing it at like 19. So pretty impressive. At 19, I was probably 600 in the world. So that's impressive, but that's why I also like my journey, because I was not like them. I had to slowly dig my way up, and now I'm here, and I'm really happy.
Carlos, congrats. What was the key, you think, today?
Well, I'm really happy to be able to play my first semi-final here. I think the key today was to stay strong mentally. And it was a few games with myself that I was struggling a little bit. The return game that Daniil has is unbelievable. So I would say stay calm, stay strong, and believe in my game in those moments. I'm gonna say that was the key.
Carlos, Craig Gabriel. Are you allowing yourself to dream that you about winning this tournament, or is there still too much to go before?
Well, it's just 2 matches, but at the same time, it's too far away. You know, I have Novak in the semi-final, and then if I win that match, I have a really tough final. You know, I'm dreaming about winning this tournament. Why not? But I have to play my best first in the semi-final. That I'm gonna face one of the best players in history. I'm gonna face the best player in the world right now. So I will have to put my best game to if I want to beat him.
Thank you. Hola, Carlitos. Congratulations on this wonderful success. And your relationship with Novak is a very specific rivalry. You know, it's very fierce, it's very intense, but it's also very friendly. So I was wondering, you know, in preparation to these very special matches, do you have any special routine or perhaps some special superstition that you practice in order to feel confident to win the match ahead of you? Thank you.
Well, I usually do the same routine, you know, before the match. Probably, you know, repeat some things that I'm doing. You know, if I win, I would like to repeat a few things. You know, probably same restaurant, same persons. You know, let's say same seats. I don't know, but I usually do the same routine. And but you know, facing Novak, probably I will do some specific things. You know, mentally. To be 100% ready to face the match tomorrow.
Hey, Carlos. What have you learned since June in Paris about how to prepare for Novak differently that you do now compared with what you were doing before? And I guess I'm thinking mentally, because you spoke in Paris about how it was mainly a mental issue. So what is it that you do differently now that you weren't doing?
Probably I'm stronger mentally right now comparing to Paris, that I've spoken about you know, dealing with the pressure, dealing with tough moments. In Paris I didn't deal with the pressure, and then I, you know, learned about that situation. Then came Wimbledon, came Cincinnati. That it was a really good match. I think facing someone like Novak, you have to stay strong mentally and deal with the pressure that he puts on you. You know, in every ball, in every point, and I think I learned a lot about that, and I think I'm ready to face him tomorrow.
Hi, Carlos. Simone Tano, Eurosport. The first day after your loss, you said you were tired mentally. Have to ask you what happened in these days, because today to me you look unbelievable, especially the first set, the game you went to break. Daniil was unbelievable shot. I saw the Carlos Alcaraz of the first part of the season. Do you feel that you're close to there?
Yeah, I feel that I'm playing the same level that I've been playing. You know, the first part of the year. I spoke with Juan Carlos after the first match about give everything that I have. You know. In this tournament. This is the last tournament of the year. It's time to give my 100%, my everything, you know, on these matches. And I think I thought about it, you know, the day after, in the practice, and of course the match against Rublev. It was pretty good, and of course the key is to realize that the level that I have to play, doesn't matter if I win or I lose. Just think about enjoy on the court and stay apart about the results, about it, I want to classify or not. Just to put my own game, enjoy on the court. If I win, it is good. But if I got lost, it was the same, you know. And I would say that was the key.
Hi, Carlos. Francesco Sessa. And you, Yannick, Novak, and Daniil are in the fourth position of the ranking. Now in the semifinals, you won all the slams and many masters. So you are the 4 best players of the year with no doubt. Do you think that maybe next year there will be some other big contender during all the season, or do you see you 4 player as the most important players of the next season?
Well, there are a lot of great players. You know, obviously, it is a long year. You know, a long calendar. You know, in tennis, you can play a really good tennis in the first half, and then in the second half, you know, adapt a little bit. But I know that there are a lot of dangerous players that can classify to the Masters. Obviously, as you said, you know, the first 4 player in the ranking is to play the semifinals here in the Master, but Holger Rune is there as well. That he played a great match and he was close to classify. Zverev as well. If I couldn't win this match, probably he was able to classify to the semifinal. So there are a few of them that they are gonna have a great year next year. I'm sure about it.